There you go, there you go. Right, so now guys must first of all tell me if you hear me. Do you hear me loud and clear? I disabled the music, so hopefully... Hallo Borne. Zeg my, kan julle my mooi duidelik hoor? Is daar nie echo enigszins op die microfoon nie? Want ek het vroeger gehoor dat Vos sê, hy het 'n bietjie van 'n probleem gehad met klank. Kan julle my hoor? Mooi man, lekker lappies. Nou ja, dit is goed om julle weer te sien. Nice, thank you. Hi Midnight. Thank you very much for joining. Midnight is one of my very much loyal commenters on my video, and I do appreciate it. I think he should also become a reviewer though, because he's very straight. He will tell me straight away, listen, that part of your review sucked. That was decent or whatever. So that's good. Now, thanks Mornay. Vaping Fox, goeienaand, good evening there. What we will do tonight, at a specific point, I will show you photo of the cable. Remember, I couldn't go live last Thursday evening, and the reason why is there was a rat that chewed through my cable, and because I'm far away from the router, that the cable which it bit through was the booster. so in any case, so the internet connection down here would have been horrible. I wouldn't have been able to stream, so hopefully it is much better now. But then I'm also going to show you a few new items which I came across, which will be released soon, and some of you might be excited. Some of you, my sub-ohm vapors, are going to be happy with what you might see, and some of you hobby builders are going to be happy with what you see. And there's a few mods, so yeah, that I'm going to show you. And then I'm also going to show you the build which I did on this little numbnut. This guy. The Vapa RBA here. Okay, here's now. This is the original one. The other one is lying here somewhere. I gave it the boot. There it is. I'll just show you the actual build which I actually did on this. And it's pity though, because when you buy the kit, to be able to buy this, you cannot buy this separately. You actually have to buy another base. And those bases are exactly the same. They are cross-compatible with one another. So that's a bit of a sucky situation, but no, yeah, you got to buy that. So I'll just show you a couple of photos, and then I'll also post a link afterwards underneath in the description once we have done to the Facebook review, which I actually did. I did a written review on this little guy, and then you can decide whether you want to get it though. But anywho, so that's that. I will show you some snaps of that. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to open this. And everybody likes a present. Everybody. So yeah, because I'm a South African reviewer, we don't get much. So when we get something, we phone the whole family and make a braai of it. An event of it. So I rather decided to make that event with you guys. So we're going to open that up and see what's inside. I know what's inside there. So, but I mean, I kept it for 3 days. Then I'm also going to show you another RTA which I will be receiving tomorrow. Hopefully, I was hoping that I would have received my Torin Max RDTA by now, but unfortunately, Aramax. Stay away from Aramax. There you go. Now, but night you can become a reviewer, even a written review. I think you'll be a good written reviewer because you know what you're talking about. Pierre de Kok, goeienaand. Hallo. Midiboer, hallo, nou is ek sommer namnat. Ek haal sommer my gitaar uit en sing, dat julle kan hoor hoe mense ontendlik kan sing. So in any case, but that is that, which I have on my mind. Currently, which I'm vaping still, is the Expromiser on top of the detonator. I'm still enjoying this. I think it's a wonderful RTA. Now, I must say, one thing that actually surprised me, I'm sure you guys watched Jay Hayes' latest video on the new, well, let's call it a dwarf, okay? It's the Varv, whatever that thing is. But the new edition which actually came out, the original dwarf, you actually had to unscrew it and then fill it from the bottom and then turn the building deck upside down and then screw that on. But they made it so that you can actually put a top fill. And when he vaped on it, he got a whistle. And not that that's strange, but he said the whistle is because you have got single airflow intake. Now, that's not necessarily the case. Absolutely not. Because, I mean, this thing's got single airflow intake. And, oh my word, zero whistle. This thing is silent. Dead quiet. So that I've got there, as per usual, the Torrent Beast on my Aegis Legend. And my brother-in-law did send me a photo. He received the parcel. I've got an Aegis 100 watt squonker, black and blue. So whenever I see him, together with the Centaurus he's bringing over to me, I will put on my Hadley, black Hadley cap with my new blue tip, which Nico Libbe made for me. And then we're going to do some squonking for a change. I think so. Then besides that, there's this bloke. I must say, I haven't tried the Cree 24, but there's a lot of people that actually enjoy the Cree 24 as well, which is very happy with it. But I'm still extremely happy with this Cree 22mm. Very happy. Goeienaand, the brew. So you change the brew. I actually did. The simple reason, I actually had to. I had no choice. So all I did is I basically just spent 3 weeks doing a bit of MTL action between the direct lungs. And you, with time, actually get used to it. Now, obviously, I still prefer dual intake. I still prefer it. But unfortunately, most MTL RTAs, good quality MTL RTAs, come up with the single airflow. So yeah, I just had to get used to it though. But I mean, once you're there, it's fine. Doesn't bother you anymore. Yeah, Midnight, the build does have a lot to do with the whistle, absolutely. And obviously the size of your air intakes and the way it's actually hitting your build on the inside. There's a lot of factors. This is one thing which I picked up from this PNP RTA. Is widely open, except besides the fact that it's noisy. Wide open, you don't get a whistle. When I close it about an eighth, basically an eighth, very, very little, I'll get a whistle on this. But as soon as I close down the airflow more, the whistle disappears. So it's just one specific point where you actually get that whistle. So it just shows you. But I mean, you all know, you all grew up with picking up acorns, and then you take the little cap at the bottom of the acorn, and then you put it between your thumbs, position it over, and then you blow into it. I mean, just by putting in the air in the right angle, you can get a massive whistle for them. So yeah. Nicolibbe, hallo, goeienaand. Ek het nou nog gepraat oor jou Hadley tip. My swaar het toe vir my die skwanker gekry, die Aegis skwanker. So ek is cool beans. Ek wag maar nou net vir hom. And then I'm going to be good. Is the Daedalus worth it for noobs? Max, most certainly, because what you can comfortably make with the Daedalus is Claptons. But then again, you can also make Claptons very easy without the Daedalus. But the Daedalus is good for it though. And then, as I said, as you progress, as you start figuring out how the Daedalus works the best for you, getting your tensions right, getting you the correct ball bearing swivels, flat surface, etc., then making frame staples. After that, I've found it very easy to make frame staples with the thing, but very difficult to make aliens. Absolutely, you still got to freehand your aliens, according to me. But yeah. It takes a while, it takes a lot of wire, so you've got to have some money to the side, which you're going to prepare to invest working with the Daedalus. So, yeah, definitely. Hello from Greece. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Welcome. Asif, welcome over there. Chasing Clouds is in the house, all the way from the US of A. Now, I've got to say, I feel for you guys in America. I honestly do, except if you're in one of those rare states where you can still actually comfortably vape the flavors which you want at ease in the public, and there's no issues. But otherwise, just like the clamping down over there sucks big time for you guys. Yeah, no, the brew, I still remember that video. Do you still have it? No, Max. Well, I mean, you can see at the bottom of the video over there, I've got two sponsors. Well, not Steam Crave is not sponsoring me. Well, they actually do. You know, everything which they bring out, they send to me. So in a way, Steam Crave does sponsor me. And I put their banner down at the bottom because they actually contacted me and they're sending me the new, but I'm going to put a picture of that as well. I'm sure you've heard of the Supreme V3R DTA, but I'm going to show you pictures of that. So they are sending that along, and I really enjoy Steam Crave's products. The manufacturing of it is very, very nice. I like the fact that it's intricate. That you've got a lot of settings which you do, a lot of things which you need to adjust, components which can be altered. I enjoy that. I like that because I'm a hobbyist. For a new guy starting out, if you're going to give him the Ragnar in his hand, or one of those huge aroma misers, that guy's, he's going to yawn a fart. He's not going to know what is going on. But I mean, for somebody that enjoys it, that knows, there you're not going to have any issues. But the other one, what I don't want to say is down there is White Collar. Now I think they're still sponsoring me, but they tend to forget to send me coils. But because of their sponsorship, I felt I don't need the Dideless anymore. So there was somebody after it looking for it, and I had both versions. And one of my versions was actually a bit modified. I had a lot of small little guides, which I especially had 3D print designed through CAD, 3D printed. So all those things I just put together with all my wires and gave it all, sold it all to him for which I thought was a good price there. Because most of the wires which I actually used came from either Canada wire, or it came from Lightning Vapes in the USA. But I'm not sure whether they still open though. I've got no idea. So now I don't have it anymore. I've just got a stacked Mage V2. I used it today in stacked with 18650s, and my build is 0.25 resistance. Yeah, it seems that people are very excited when you build anything below 0.3. But I almost took out my Goon and my mech, which I actually have. Where is that? I think I put it inside. Yeah, I put it inside the cover. But I mean, I've still got two mech tubes. But as I said, the reason why I prefer wattage devices or regulator devices is simply because you can put in anything inside your atomizer and then adjust your mod according to that. Whereas your mod actually dictates your build when you're using mech mods. It's fine when once you've settled on a resistance which you're happy with, and you're happy with the safety and blah blah blah, everything. But I just don't smock that. I want my mod be able to cater for my atomizer, not my atomizer cater for my mod. But yeah, that depends. Depends on the person, obviously. Ek het die topside deal gekry. Baie nice. Mornay, the topside deal. The problem with those topsides, the problem with most Dufpo mods is somehow the issue is going to might arise in the near future. And they've got problems with the doors. So just be very careful when you use the door. As I said, I've still got my topside, but I've got the topside single, and my doors hasn't given any issues. But the thing is, I make a point of opening it up very nicely and not putting any excess strain, unnecessary strain on my door, especially when they flip open the springs. So yeah, just look after it, man, and you should be fine. But otherwise, you're going to enjoy the mechanism of it. The squonking mechanism of the topside is unique. It's fantastic. I think so. And if you guys decided to get yourself the new Vandy Vape Pulse, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get it, for the simple reason it just feels cheap for me. That plastic casing, I don't smoke it. It looks better than the first version. That I'll definitely grant it though. And the filling mechanism, also a bit interesting. I think you open up at the bottom though, and then turn it upside down. But if you turn it upside down, I assume you must have no juice inside your atty. You squirt it in. It's also very simple, basically, to do that though. I want to use 21700s though. People say I should use about 0.3 resistance. What do you think? Rashan, I actually got Calvin. I think Calvin's also inside the chat. He brought me his Hammer of God, and I get a Calvin. Was there a 0.15 build I did on that and vaped it? You should have heard the people. The viewers got so excited because they said I'm promoting something very dangerous. So yeah, you should not build below 0.3 to be on the safe side. Yeah, I was a bit reckless over there, but it's because that's how I vape mine. And I'm still not promoting it. Do not do it. But yeah, but I enjoy a certain heat, certain warm vape though. So yeah, don't. 0.3 above, there you go. Pierre het ek die topside deal is lekker. How's it, people of the police? Hope everything is good. Henry, no, everything is good. I've got super lazy using the Aegis Boost Pro. Have you got the Kylan Mini V2? No, I haven't received that. There's no vendor in South Africa which I know that stocks it. So not yet. I almost pulled the trigger on the Ultrona. I think it's an Ultrona Victory, because 3A Vape has got that on special. It's marked down, I think it was more than $200, and it's marked down to $99, and then you still get an 8% code which you can get from 3A Vape, and when you put that in, it comes down to $86 for a stab wood. And I know it's only 60 watt, but I thought it would be perfect just for a nice stainless steel MTL RTA, vaping at around 30 watts. But then I watched 2 reviews, and oh my word, didn't they take that thing apart? So I cancelled that. Drag Max, yeah, I'm going to show you pictures of that. I'm going to show you. As I said, I've got a few things lined up which I want to show you just now, with the cables of the rat which they chewed through last Thursday. So Wednesday evening, in the mornings of Thursday, put it that way. The bloody rat. Doen soos ek sê, nie soos ek doen nie. Ja, that's it, Rian. Absolutely. Random and maybe a stupid question. Is it fine to use high resistance coil on your mod and run it at lower wattage to vape salt nick? Yeah, you can. But remember, your salt nicks and your high free base is made for MTL. So you can do that though, but you might not get that satisfactory tightness in your draw, because that's the whole point of salt nicks and higher freebase nicotines, 8 and above, I would say. So yeah, in any case, so what I've got in here is 14 freebase at the moment, 14 milligrams, but I'm vaping this guy at 34 watts. But the thing is, you're restricting your draw and the amount of air hitting it though, and you've got your drip tip, which is extremely narrow. So look at that small bore in there. And I would recommend you rather to vape net salts that way. But you obviously can vape it through something like this, but then just draw very slowly. Because once you take that big hit, oh my wordy word, then your head can start going monkeys. Any recommendations on a good side-by-side mod? South Prawn, I'm going to disappoint you there and tell you that I'm not a fan of side-by-side mods. But I think it's somebody in here will actually tell you exactly what the new one is. Oh my crap sack, is it Inican that released it? But it's, I almost say Mix It, but that's not its name. But somebody here should be able to tell you. What's that new side-by-side mod which the people are bringing into South Africa at the moment, which people keep on posting on the forums, hand checks with this thing. But otherwise I cannot really give you any information on that. But talking about that side by side, I was talking to remember the last time I actually told you the reason why I don't like it is because except that you're restricted by size on certain of the side by side to sides, certain atomizers, if you actually turn it in, the airflow hits the side. It might not be perfectly or get outside. It's going to hit the mod side on certain atomizers. And one of my viewers gave the very good tip is to actually take, before you put your atomizer on, is to put a small little O-ring on your 510 and then screw it in. And then you can play around with the threading of your atomizer, and you might be lucky and not have that problem. So thank you very much for the guy who left that comment and that excellent tip. You have a Drag Max in that lucky packet over there? No. I've got something much better than the Drag Max. I'm going to show you now something about that Drag Max, and I wonder if you guys have picked it up, because I know the people are getting excited and it's just mofo here and mofo there. But if you look at the picture, it's just something that's a bit worrying to me though. But it's a beautiful looking mod. But as I said, I'm going to show you that now. But that's not what. There's the Aspire Mix. That's what this. I'll tell you, man. That's the whole good thing about viewers. Because somewhere in there's always a few people that are the specialists. So the Aspire Mix is a very good side to side, if I read the comments that people make. And it also looks as if it's quality built, for sure. Any case, wat is daar nog? Vapa College? Nah, I don't know about that thing. I think I would rather prefer the look of the Aspire Mix above the College. Daar say bought the Reload 26 USA this week. Have not tested it as of yet. Tieners, I'm worried about. I wanted to get that thing. Now, normally as a rule, I don't like top airflow or anything which the air actually has to travel a far distance. And when I saw people advertising their reloads, some of them days after they actually purchased it on eSig SA forums, I got a bit worried. So I'm just letting it lie there and just giving it a chance. Maybe one pops up for 700 or 600 rand somewhere, and then I'll pick it up. But I don't see myself paying more than 1,000 rand for that and then not enjoying it. Because I mean, I would have bought it after the name. Because I mean, as I said, I've got the Reload RDAs, which I'm very happy with it, but the bottom airflow. The Reload 24, as you know, I got rid of mine, and I got a second one, tried it again, didn't enjoy it that much. But yeah, but you can let me know, please, TNS, once you've tested it, let me know if it's a good thing. Chasing Clouds, Aspire and Sunbox made the mix. There you go, Aspire and Sunbox. Thank you very much for that. Calvin says Reload 26 is a disappointment. So yeah, there you've got no tennis. As I said, you test it. They put in a couple of white collar blues, which is going to give it the best chance of performing. Some Maviton cotton or whatever cotton you enjoy. Did you get your Maviton cotton, by the way, Tinas? You said you actually ordered. It'd be nice. Dragmax looks good, but I think getting another Atty with a 510 adapter on there might be a problem. Look alike the ring around the 510. Yeah, you'll see just now when I'm going to show it to you. Aspire Mix is the better choice, as you can run 18350 or 18650. There you go. Doesn't have a built-in 510 connector. It looks like you'll need to buy the 510 connector with a magnet. That's disappointing. I'm headed all out. See you guys, Chasing Clouds. Thank you very much for joining. There's a Temple 28. Let's quickly, I think it's time to open up this and let's see what is inside here. Well, let me show you what's inside here, because I know what's inside here. And this is something which I purchased. I did not get this for free, for reviewing purposes. So ja, kom ons gooi die ding. Waar's my skerpie? Where is my scissor? Well, I can always be very fancy and take out my Leatherman. There you go. Let's do it. Ooh. Leatherman for the win. Nice, man, nice. But you should know what it is, man. I almost said last time what I ordered, didn't I? Oh, oh. There you go. There you go. There you go. And there you go. There you go. Steam Crave. All the way. Off with Kaiser. Check them apples, man. Let's give it a little slight twitchy over here. But I think this is very, very much nice. Let's give it a slight adjustment. And Bob's your uncle. Okay. So yeah, the SX Mini, as I said, it was on such a special, I just could not refuse it. I just couldn't. Oh yeah, man, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Nice times. Nice times, I tell you. So anywho, but yeah, How can you see this thing for $64 and not buy it? Oh my word. How can you not buy this for $64, huh? You tell me. And seeing that I'm on the SX train. They've obviously got a few limited colors available, but I luckily was after the black one with a compass. I always liked the look of this thing. So yeah. Now I've got another SX for the collection. But I'll definitely use this guy with a bit of MTL action for sure. So yeah, that's that. Kom ons kyk wat hier aangaan. I'm headed. I hope you did vape mail. I also have to go, Kaiser. Cheers, Roshan. Henry, who's smarties? You order a lot of things. You order? No, I don't order a lot of things. I actually order very few stuff. What I normally do is I sell some of my juice, or I sell some of my old mods, and then get some bucks together. Or my son DJs, and if he DJs, he hires my equipment because I quit DJing. In the beginning of the year. I ended last year, which was actually a very good thing. So get the money together and then I buy something. I never use my salary to buy stuff. Never. Do it yourself, ingredients, yes. But no, not mods though. But no, I think at this point where I'm very happy with what I have. So I don't think I need to be greedy and start going for all kind of things. Yeah, Mohammed, I'm waiting for my Blotto Miniman. Kelvin, I hope. Kelvin decided to order from overseas using Aramax. But he had a reason why he actually had to do that, though. But I knew in my heart that Aramax is going to mess it up. And they did royally mess up the shipment. But in any case, I think I need to come. Now, Calvin, I think you need to bring your shirt to me. Alright, but don't worry, once Team Crave sees me wearing this cap, they're going to send me the shirt and they're going to send me a little flag which I can wave about. But I'm very excited to test that thing. Let me quickly show you some few snaps that you can actually see what's going on there. Just check out that thing. Look at how decent that rat decided to chew through those cables. And that's the entry point running down the wall into my daughter's room to where the router actually is. So yeah, unfortunately, we had to actually replace the whole cable. But luckily, when I originally bought the cable, I bought I think a 20-meter cable. And we only needed about 10 meters or something like that. So there was enough in the roof. We could just cut that off over there and just push it through and put on a new connector. And boom, box your ampoule out. Fortunately, didn't have to buy a whole new cable. So that is cool. That's definitely that. So yeah, that is nice. And then there's your little Aegis Hero, which you've probably seen a few photos of. You guys are into your pot systems. As you can see on the top over there, you do have adjustable airflow. But if you're an Aegis fan, then obviously that is one which some of you might look out for, to try and go for that. I think I might get it at some stage second-hander just for the cuteness factor. Because I always liked small little things. But I doubt if I will go and buy that thing new and use it though. I will just put it in for fancy, for cuteness. But that's that. But that's the little Aegis Hero, which is out. And then, yes, I'm very happy about that. Because I was a Caliburn fan. And I've still got my wife scaled my cocoa. Oh my goodness gracious me. No, I lie. Here it is. So yeah. Occasionally I enjoy heating the cocoa. And it's empty now. That's why I'm getting such a non-nice juice vape from that. But no, I'm not going to put in the juice in now. But that is the G. The Caliburn G. And what I like about that Caliburn G, except that it's got a bigger battery. It's still button or drawer activated, which is cool. The wattage is slightly higher, which you can get out of it with the coil resistance. And airflow is adjustable. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Adjustable. And I think it looked nice. To be quite honest, I think it looks good. Kom ons kyk gou. Ja, so Mohammed, I'm getting the blotto, long story short. Peer says, wys die as onder die nuwe kamera. O, wys die as. Wat's 'n as? What as? My ass. No, I'm not going to show my ass under the camera. Tienes, yes, I received the Maviton X. It's really forgiving, not burning. I'm really happy with it, especially with mesh coils. Guys, believe you me, even if you don't trust anything I tell in my reviews, I'm telling you, get the Maviton cotton. At that, you at least then can then trust me on that. As I said, the feature which I like about the Maviton cotton the most, besides that it does not take away any of your flavor which you used to from a good cotton, and the chances is going to be excellent that it actually enhances it, but the fact that it's higher resistant to heat though, and it doesn't burn as quickly though, especially if you use juices with a lot of sweetness in it, and if you just got too little juice inside your cotton, that sweetness actually burns onto your coils. Maviton decreases that from happening as well. So yeah, it is a very, very good cotton. Very good. That's one of the better mods, Kaiser. Good price. Yeah, it is a very, very good price. But they still got the special running on quite a few SX mods. I don't think there's a SX mod I'm still looking for. I think this was actually the main guy I was hunting, and I've actually got this though. I would love to get the black panels, but I'm very happy with this. At least I got one red mod, in a Ferrari red, I will tell you. Yeah, Rian, we've got some huge rats running around at the school there. I mean, they're almost equivalent to dassies. You know what a dassie is? A rock rabbit. Huge rats. But in any case, let's go on to the next one though. So the Caliban G, that I will definitely be getting. Absolutely, I will purchase that for myself. No problem. And there is your friend. Now check out the part where your tank actually puts on. If you remove that tank, that elevation is still there, which means that you will obviously be restricted to the size of your atomizers which you put on. But that area is going to act like a beauty, basically a beauty block, a beauty ring. And but I think it's still a nice looking atty. But as I said, you can definitely see the Argus in that. Because the Argus got so popular so quickly, I knew, and it's not a bad thing. Before some of you crap in your pants, I realize it is a good strategy for a company to do that. And hence there's so many Geek Vape ages, and hence there's so many drags, and hence. I understand that. But yeah, I knew they're going to bring out something. I just didn't think it's going to be a drag in the format of an Argus. I thought they would bring out a new name. But yeah, it's still a nice looking mod. Absolutely. Where can you source Maviton? The Maviton is close to you actually, and from Vapa's Cafe. So you would actually get it quickly if you order it though. But that's the only place is Vapa's Cafe. And you can find them on Facebook, and they've got a website as well now. And I think the stock is on the website. But it might sound expensive when you actually buy it, Daniel, but you get a lot of cotton. And you don't have to get this 12.5 gram pack, which I actually get. You can get the 5 gram packs. And you get a huge amount of cotton. But it's worthwhile testing, and I promise you that. I promise you. And if you don't like it, I'll buy yours from you. That's how confident I am. Will you do a live juice mix in the future? I honestly don't think there's a demand for that, Niku, to mix juice. Because I mean, all you're going to see is the scale, and then you're going to see my glass beaker with my what's a Teflon magnet? No, not Teflon. What is magnet on there, and then I'm going to throw in, according to the calculator, so many milliliters, and then PG, VG, Nick, and then I'm going to put it on my mixer at the back over there, and then it's going to spin. So I can rather, when I go live, each time when I go live, I can rather post a recipe for you, which I think is nice, you might enjoy. I am working on a new one, which is very close to finished. And it is the Nesquik, the strawberry Nesquik. I was hunting high and low. And I've tried so many strawberries. And I can tell you now, I can give you the magic ingredient to get Nesquik. Is there anyone who is interested in that, who enjoys the strawberry Nesquik flavor? And then I will tell you that. Let's see if the people are interested in it. Then I can show you. Let's quickly move on to the next photo. Check out that, boys. How do you like them Zeus Nano? Them Zeus Nano. But, Mediboer, I'm not going to give Blimey's recipe. Now, Blimey is Blimey is Blimey. You can't. It's too special to give away. When I'm on my deathbed and I feel there's 2 minutes left, I will whisper it in my son's ear. But yeah, no, I can't. Blimey is just the best. Yeah, I love it stuff. I'm a crap sack. But in any case, that Zeus Nano, which you see over there, well, I don't know why I'm pointing that way, but it's because it's on my screen on that side. But unfortunately, it is not a rebuildable Atty. It is a sub-ohm Atty. So it's going to use coils, and that's sub-ohm coils, and that sucks. So I will not be getting that thing, but it just looks so cool beans. It looks so nice. It is cool. So yeah, that is the Zeus Nano. And look at that. Look at that. I watched this show in the week, and there's Mike Vapes holding up the intake MTL. But I'll do you one better. I'll show you. There it is. That's the picture of the intake MTL, which will be released soon. Yeah, you struggle your ass off to find pictures of these things. Most of the people just post it on Instagram. Okay, there's quite a few people that are interested in the Nesquik. Now I'm going to tell you now. Hey, listen up nicely. You got to use this. I doubt you're going to see that though. It's not going to focus. I'm going to tell you. It is glazed strawberry from the company Vape Train. Okay? But that's only one of the strawberries you're going to use. The magic isn't necessarily in the strawberry. The reason why I like this strawberry, because it's more of a candy strawberry. Right? Remember, Nesquik is not going to give you an authentic strawberry. You all know that. But when I added this, it changed to Nesquik. And I would have never done. I was not going for Nesquik. I was just going for a nice strawberry vape. I never knew what this thing is. One of the bottles which was lying here for about 4 months, which I have not touched. And then I opened it up and gave it a whiff and thought, it's going to be nice. So let me tell you what this is. This is called Fairy Floss from Vape Train. And if you open it up and smell it, you will immediately get that undertone of Nesquik without the strawberry. It is amazing. So anywho, there you've got it. Fairy Floss from Vape Train and glazed strawberries from Vape Train as well. Unfortunately, Vape Train is expensive. The ingredients are expensive though. But as I said, I didn't do this for the mass market or my friends or whatever. I'm not going to make a label for it. This is just for myself and somebody obviously who loves Nesquik. It's just for him and for me though. The other thing which I've also got in there, I might as well just put it out there, is whipped marshmallow. Not much though, about 1%. And then juicy strawberry. That's also what I've got in there. And obviously a bit of milkshake base. Oh, what the hell, man? I'll just post the bloody recipe. I'll put it up for you next Thursday evening. But yeah, but you can get your fairy floss. Fairy floss is a very nice ingredient. I was trying to make a nice strawberry candy floss, put it that way. And Nesquik came out. And I think most liquids are an accident. People try to go for one thing and poops, something else pops up. So ja, daai is Rihanna is baie lekker hoor, jy kan hom try. All Nesquik's amazing except cream soda. Yeah, I enjoy the chocolate and the strawberry. We don't have a lot of the cream soda. I haven't seen it for a long time in our house. Hildegard will be interested. Tienes, yeah. I'll definitely put up the recipe next Thursday. Make no mistake. Another intake. Yeah, but Yaku, the thing is, it's an MTL intake, and because I like dabbing in MTLs these days as well, just for that bit of kick. Because remember, this thing is for flavor, not for that throaty, that oof, daai naasboot daar, hy skop in die keel. And that's what this gives me. Yeah, this Expromiser, you guys got to try it there. Expromiser. But I will actually see what the RTA is like, which I'm receiving tomorrow though. It's supposed to be a restricted direct lung, loose MTL, but I'm going to show you a photo just now of it. Okay, so moving up, that's the intake MTL. There's the one which they're sending me. That is the Supreme V3. And it's 25 millimeters. And what I like the most of it, yeah, it's got the same airflow design as the others. But I like that airflow design. I'm happy with it. I'm glad they don't touch that airflow design. So I don't mind that being there as well. And weirdly enough, you can put a bubble glass on that RDTA, but it looks weird. And you're only going to gain an extra milliliter. As it stands over there, you get 6 milliliters of juice. But with a bubble glass, you just gain an extra 1 to push it up to 7 milliliters. But the fact that it's 25 millimeters really makes me extremely happy. Because the others, even though the others are 28 or 30 or 40 millimeters, it's large. And you're not going to use it that often. I see myself using this one a lot more often. I still use the Aromizer 1.5 light. I'm just charging the battery at the back there of the mod. But that I also still use a lot. But as I said, what I like the most of this is check out the deck. Check out the building deck for this. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? I'm so excited because what I like is the fact that those 6 little holes are slightly towards the side. So you actually, I think it's going to be a very good flavor, this guy. If you see the positioning of those holes as well, I mean the bottom, I always want to point here because that's where the picture is, sorry. But you guys are seeing the picture over there. The holes on the post itself at the top, you'll see that angled differently. So the bottom 3 holes are going to shoot across to the 6 holes which is on the base. But that 6 holes on the base is actually going to shoot past, not only hitting the bottom of the coil, but actually shooting past the left side, depending on how you build. And then hopefully those others are going to go sideways, skew up. So I'm very excited to check out this guy. But as I said, hopefully I will receive it next week. I think I will receive it before I get the Torin Max RDTA and the Blotto Mini. But anywho, doesn't matter though. Let's quickly move on. This is something interesting I saw. I came across this on our website. Just check out that heading. 10 best high-end vape mods of 2020. How do you like them apples? Check out that. 3 smock mods rated as high-end mods. I can see there's an SX down there though, which is a mid-tier mod. Decent quality, great quality mod. But it's not a high-end mod. Let's be honest about one another. Or to one another. But yeah, that's weird. That's just crazy. 3 smocks for high-end mods. So I just had to show you that picture when I came across that. Mix a bottle for me, please. When I come monthly tea, drop off the goodies. You mean when you come around November, Calvin? Is that when I'm going to see you again? What recipes do you recommend for the first time? Do it yourself. Friday there is an enormous amount of recipes out, and it depends on your flavor. But if you go into e-cig SA forums, the people are not scared or ashamed or stingy to share great recipes on e-cig SA forums. So I think the best is just to go and type in there caramel toffee in the search bar or banana custard or whatever, and you're going to get a lot of links, and then go and look at those. And most people in the forums, in any case, after they tested the juices, give their opinions on the juices as well, and even some recommendations how to improve that juice. So that is a great way. Do not be like me that jumps into it and think the first banana which you're going to buy is going to be the best banana flavoring. You buy the first one and then you realize, but there's 10 others. But you're not sure which is the 10, because if you go and look at certain websites, then one website rates this thing 5 stars, other website rates it 2 stars. One guy says it's a single flavor, it's best at 5%. The other guy says it's a strong 1%. So any case, the best is go on the forum where you've got local guys that actually buy it, make it, test it, put it up, and somebody else tests it and gives an opinion about it. That's the best way. And you don't need to waste a lot of money like I did. You've obviously got one shots. I think Calvin mentioned one shots over there. Friday mix fruit first. If you go onto Friday, if you go onto Flavor World, they've got a lot of one shots over there, which are fairly decent. I mean, not often people will put up a one shot. A local company won't put up a one shot if it's not nice. These guys have got a reputation to protect. It's not as if it's international one shots. Because those guys obviously don't worry about what we in South Africa feel. We're such a niche little thing. They don't care as long as they sell it. But local guys have actually got a reputation to uphold and to protect. So their one shots is always a good bet. And then they tell you, all you do is you get this thing. It's complete with all the different ingredients already inside of it. And you just have to throw 10 or 12 or 15% of that and mix it up with your nicotine, your VG and your PG. And there you go. There you go. But yeah, so that's easy. South Prawn, I've got no idea. Birthday, my first mix was unicorn mother's milk. What I will also do, if you guys are really interested, is there a lot of do-it-yourselfers over here? Because I've got occasionally I enjoy something with a bit of graham crust, or graham cracker, or pecan nuts, or something down that line in it, or peanut butter, or whatever. Just as a little, just to get your mind off these fruits and the other desserts which I've got. But I've got a website which actually where the guys post the closest clones which they can find of famous juices. And then if you can't get those juices, most of those juices have been discontinued. But yeah, they don't claim it's the juice. They just claim it's a close resemblance of the juice. So before you crap yourself, the word cloning, you might not be correct. But I've got no problem with a guy liking a juice, buying these ingredients, mixing it together, and getting close to that juice, and making the recipe available for other people to enjoy. I've got no issue with that, definitely. What I've got a problem with is the guy that makes a juice. Let's take, what is a famous juice? I don't even know many international juices. But let's take TKO's Blue Milk. I think every South African knows TKO's Blue Milk. I've got a problem with somebody cloning or making a resemblance of that flavor and then using his brand and then selling it as his TKO Blue Milk. That's not nice. That sucks. So in any case, let's quickly show you the next pick. Check out that special on the Vapa at the top over there. 250C. You can see 93% off. How do you like it? 93% off. Check out what that cost originally, according to that website. I think they fired the guy in the marketing, which was responsible for the marketing and advertising. But just check out that. Oh, more than $1,000. Hey. Where is the RX300? The RX300 is at the back over here. That's at the back. I'm just waiting for the correct atomizer to pair with it. As I said, I'm looking for specific atomizers for each one of these mods which I've got at the back over here. Each one. I mean, this guy is paid off already. I'm happy with his look. It's awesome. I'm happy with this. It's awesome. I'm happy with this. It's awesome. So for each one of those guys, I'm looking for a mod with an atomizer which I want to use as a permanent fixture. So yeah, that is my problem. So the RX300 still needs one. Mesh, I don't like mesh, Daniel. Yeah. I'm with you on the mesh thing. I don't know why people use mesh. I mean, it wastes so much juice, so much cotton, and I just never get the flavor which a dual coil atomizer provides me. So I don't see the point in that. And once you get that that dry heat from that thing, you won't forget it. You won't forget it. It's just so much worse than a normal Atty. Yeah, maar here I've got no idea when the Kylan is coming. No idea. Okay, so there's just a little Whoopu guy, which I thought I'd just show you the build which I actually did on it though. As I said in my review on Facebook, to give it the best fighting chance. That's what the deck actually looks like, in case you guys were wondering. I bought it because I always love bottom airflow, and I enjoy testing things which are bottom airflow, especially if your coil is as close to your mouth as to. Obviously, you're going to get some spit back if you wick too loosely in this thing, but yeah. Put some aliens in there, one single alien. You can actually put a decent, it's 3mm diameter, which I put in there. And yeah, it glows beautifully. Wicked it up. And the only weird thing is right at the bottom of it. You've got to remove it, like so. And then underneath, you fill it up. But I've had this guy standing for a week now. And it leaks slightly. It does leak slightly through that though. And that is actually sad. Initially I thought it's not going to leak. The other thing which I did, remember last time I think I did a video on the build, or a live. I did an accidental live where I decided to do this build of the Smock RPM RBA on this guy. And it is still dry. It's still dry. It's got juice inside of it. And I just left it standing to test it out. So it actually functions better than the two go's own coils. Yeah, I almost forget to vape. I'm a crap sack. Thanks for all the information, guys. I mix, yes, yeah. It's the way to go. Do it yourself is awesome. And funnily enough, I think 1 out of every 10 people that go into do it yourself stays into do it yourself. The other guys just give up. Those Woolies custard jobbies. Damn, I wish somebody would make that juice. Daniel, I don't know that Woolies custard jobbies. But this custard of mine, oh my crap sack. This one. You can check its color. Now this guy's been steeping for two months now, 8 weeks. I call it Kremlin. It's a vanilla custard pudding. And it's true. I mean, I always argued and said, things don't have to steep, man. But once this guy is steeped for a few weeks, it's very nice. So I'm going to make my next batch and just add a bit of banana in there as well, because I think a banana custard pudding is going to be off the hook. Off the hook. Mine's also in the cupboard. 400 watt running Atty. Low 400 watt. Need a car battery. Alright, fair and well. Let's quickly show you the next pick which I've got. Now there's the Atty which I'm getting tomorrow. I think it's called the Aston MTL RTL. Well, it's not MTL, as I said. It's restricted direct lung to loose MTL. But it's from Alliance Tech. I think they brought out the Flav. But that's the Aston RTA. When I saw Mr. Rob Fisher advertising it, and I asked him whether it's got nice flavor, he said it's got nice flavor, he just didn't like the draw on it though, so I decided to purchase it from him. But what I like about this, it comes in a little dome. It's almost nice, like those old copper clocks or brass clocks which you got. They came in this glass dome. We still had one as kids growing up, our mother. And believe it or not, that thing never broke. We were 5 boys, and we never broke the glass of that thing. That's rare. That's rare. But I'm going to give that thing a go. I'll probably receive it tomorrow and play around with it. I like the deck, but let's test your knowledge. If I show you the deck now, tell me what atomizer you think of when you see that deck. Because that's the first thing. When I saw the deck, I immediately... Forget the airflow slots from underneath. I'm talking about those the pillars on either side. Your coil leg posts over there. Well, you don't call it posts, but yeah. I'm just going to call it pillar blocks or whatever, post blocks. But let's see. Who can think of an Atty which has got exactly that same pillars? There you go, Daniel. There you go, man. See, Daniel is a ou hand. He's a ou vaper, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just a pity he doesn't do reviews anymore. I enjoyed his reviews. I enjoyed his slang. But he stopped. Decided he doesn't want me. He left me in the dark. He left me all alone. But that's most certainly the Wasp. It's also the same screws position, the positioning, the cutouts at the bottom over there. But that's in the atomizer, or the RTA, which I'm receiving tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to test it. And because, I mean, it's got bottom airflow. And the Wasp, not bad, not bad. So yeah, let's give it a go. If the Hadley's got these blocks on either side and delivers that great flavor, then that design, that could work. That could work. So I'm definitely going to give that a go. But yeah, you guys are absolutely right. That's the Wasp style for sure. And then we're back on the wires again. So yeah, there's all the photos which I actually wanted to show you. And now you can see my lovely little icon again with steam crave and white collar coils. What do you mean live review last? Don't talk nonsense. I just don't see anybody anymore do reviews. The people that upcoming guys do it for 4, 5, 6, 7 times and then they're gone again. Then they stop. I think I'm an only surviving reviewer, video reviewer, which I see or hear of. Got no idea. And I've also considered stopping, make no mistake. Because when you see the little views, especially the likes, oh my word, why don't you guys like videos? Don't you smoke nothing? What must I show you to get that thumbs up at the bottom? Yeah, even dislike. And I'm going to tell you now the reason why you need to like or dislike or comment. It's not about money. No, we all know, Daniel will also tell you, we all know vape videos are demonetized. We know it. But the thing is, the more activity there is on a channel, the more it gets pushed up in the search engine of Google. And that's what it's about. So you guys must please, man, if you like something, even if it's a stupid joke I tell, just bloody like this thing, man. It's not that hard. Damn it. And I would obviously like to enjoy a little brandy and coke while I'm sitting here, but I can't. I've got learners, and I know I've got a few learners probably watching this live stream. Ek sal my linker sinker gee vir 'n malva pudding met custard vape recipe. Rian, you can actually go for that because you do get a flavoring malva pudding. I think I've got the flavoring somewhere there. But to get a good custard, what I do to do the custard which I believe in, which I like, is premium custard from FA. I like them. What's it? Flavora, yeah, Flavor Art, FA. But their premium custard is very, very, very nice. I like that custard. But I don't think that's going to be a recipe that's going to be too hard to make. Though. My most viewed is a Twist Q review. Yeah, no, Daniel, it's true. That build which I did for the Caliburn, that Caliburn rebuild video, that's got the most views by far. And when I watch the vape team, or what's the other one? Not another vape show, and then there's the True Vapor show from ST. Those guys also said the other night when I watched them, they said the videos of them which get the most reviews is the things like smock. But if you think about it, it makes total sense. Because remember, you guys watching this video now, or even me included, we that enjoy do-it-yourselfing, we that enjoy building the stuff, getting these mods, playing around, the hobbyist, I think we're probably 1% of the vaping community. Most of the guys out there just want to go in, they're looking for something which they can put in juice and suck. And what's in every vendor? Smock or Vaporesso. Well, I still rate Vaporesso higher than what I actually do smock. Although the new smock mod doesn't look bad. What's it, the Regus or Regal? Something like that. That actually looks nice. The new one though. But yeah. So yeah, the simpler the device, the more views you actually get. When you start going into things like the Ragnar, or things like this, you don't get views. Even though this is way better atomizer than most of the cheap stuff which you will see inside the shops. But the people don't know this. It's not the names out there. It's not part of the marketing. So yeah, Rian, you do fail a lot, especially if you don't know anything. If you restrict your research on do it yourself, you are going to fail a lot. But if you go out to people and say, but listen, this is a coffee which I want to make, they will tell you which coffees you can actually do. I mean, the coffee which I make is a coffee dessert, and I use espresso, and I use cappuccino, and I use coffee cake. That's what I do. Obviously with a small bit of vanilla bean ice cream, etc. But the people will tell you, and that immediately limits you to certain things which you just have to buy that, and you're going to get good ingredients. So you guys are much more luckier than what I was when I started doing yourself, for sure. Yeah, it's the Regal. But the Regal doesn't look bad. I've got to say, I'm just tired of all these mods being released as kits. Damn it. It would have been nice that at the same time they release the kit or the mod version as two separate purchases. So now, I know the Regal, to get it, you will actually have to get that Sub-Ohm with it as well. And I'm not a big Sub-Ohm fan. Except when it comes to, what was that pod which I reviewed? Was it from Freemax? Damn, but that thing had good flavor. Oh my word. The Maxi pod? Yo, that was a Sub-Ohm coil that impressed me. Absolutely. But this is a Flavor World. Did came out with 3 new custards today due to request. There you go. Tienus Mulder says that you can go and test those custards. Haal jou kep gaan af vir 'n like. Is daai vir 'n like? Ek smaak hierdie keppie. This is a nice cap. I enjoy it. I think this cap looks cool. I'll be wearing it definitely on and off with my Keizo keppie. But the Ragnar, Jurgens the Ragnar is a nice, it is a nice atomizer. It's nice. Twist me 50% off now, getting my new Q tomorrow. It's just their juices, Daniel, which are so expensive. Twist has got nice flavors. When they sent me the Qs to review, I vaped up all those little pods. But to go and pay 50 Rand for another one, it just didn't make sense for me though. But they are good products. The juices are nice. Nee, sê die Worrisie. No, this wasn't the Worries launcher. Nooit. No, the Worries launcher wasn't that nice in flavor. It was this rainbow. It was a rainbow mod which I reviewed, man. Yeah, you oaks want me to go and check this out now on my channel again. But I know I'm not going to do that now. But but I'll tell you next time when I go and look it up. For sure. Alright guys, it has been an hour. I don't want to hold you up though. I know you've got things to do. Your wife is calling you to go and wash the dishes, etc. So I will see what I can gather up in this coming week for next Thursday. But I will post that recipe, that strawberry recipe, so you guys can try it for yourself and give me feedback on how you actually like it, and maybe do some small tweaks. You never know. And then come up. I think one thing would be nice. I didn't put in some ice. Maybe put in 0.6 or 0.8% WS23. Nice ice which you got over there. Just to cool it down a bit though. I think it would be nice. But in any case, so I appreciate the watch. It's very nice that there's such a lot of people in here though. I really like it. You guys were a lot more active. It's fun. It's fun when you type in such a lot of stuff. Even though when you talk to one another, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. So you can go ahead. I mean, let's make this a nice base for vapors just to come together though. You don't have to talk to me though. I'll just talk in the background and you guys can ignore me and go on talking to one another. I've got no issues with that though. I'm just sitting here and having fun. I just wish there were more South Africans doing this though. Because I would like to go onto YouTube and sit back and relax and watch a local guy talking about stuff. But yeah, you just don't see that though. So anywho, be that as it may, it's Friday tomorrow, né? It's Friday. So yeah, thank you very much for joining, guys. Have a good evening.